Hey, thanks for joining. Today, I'm talking about the hot topic of inflation. Inflation got you down? I'm sure everyone is aware that we have had high inflation for several months now, and you've noticed that the prices of goods and services has been on the rise. Today, I'll talk about inflation and why good management of your finances can help you through this historic period. Joining me today as pet guest is Bella from Florida. Thanks for joining me, Bella. So, inflation. Let's start with a definition. According to Wikipedia, inflation is a general increase in the prices of goods and services in an economy. When the general price level rises, each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services. Investopedia refers to inflation as the decline of purchasing power of a given currency over time. And according to Ceyda Oner, who authored this article for the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, inflation measures how much more expensive a set of goods and services has become over a certain period, usually a year. Some of the goods that have risen recently in pricing includes gas. If you compare today's cost of gas to a year or two ago, it has almost doubled. This has largely increased due to the war in Ukraine and sanctions on Russian oil. The USDA reports that food costs were 10.1% higher in May 2022 than May 2021. Cars, trucks, and vehicles is another area where inflation has hit over the past year plus. According to data from Kelley Blue Book, or KBB, new vehicle costs are up 13.5% in May 2022 compared to May 2021. The COVID pandemic and supply issues helped limit new vehicle inventory and helped drive up prices. Home prices have been on the rise. Now interest rates have been increasing to make home buying even more expensive. The point of sharing all this data and information is to highlight there are a lot of factors that had converged to lead to inflation and higher prices. Yes, Bella, supply chain issues due to shortages on the meat used in cat foods and record adoption rates of cats are contributing to these shortages of cat food. Let's quickly look at some historical inflation data. This graphic from tradingeconomics.com shows inflation data for the last year. You can see that it has risen from 5% to 8%. If we look back 5 years, you can see that over the prior 4 years, we hovered closer to 2% inflation. Look back 10 years and you see the same. Only if you look back 25 years or longer do you see some of the other higher inflation periods in the history of the US economy, including most recently around 1981. If we look at income and wage growth data, also from tradingeconomics.com, I was surprised to see that this actually seems to be keeping up with inflation in the last year. I suppose this has more to do with labor shortage than anything, but this is good to see. According to the US Bureau of Economic Analysis, wage growth has increased 11% year over year when comparing May 2022 with May 2021. May 2020 was volatile with the pandemic starting, but if we look back 5 years and 10 years, we can see that wage growth hovered around 5% during that period. Now, problems will arise for you if your wage growth does not increase at the same rate as inflation. Income lagging behind costs of goods and services means for some people that gap between income and expenses is shrinking. In some cases, people that have been living paycheck to paycheck are now going negative on cash flow each month, expenses exceeding income, and they are starting to take on debt each month. If you are in this situation and you don't actively track and manage your finances, it's time for you to take a closer look at your finances and make adjustments. Put a system in place for budgeting or a spending plan to help yourself monitor your finances and stay on track to meet your financial goals. Having a guide and accountability partner like a money coach can help you assess your situation and put a system in place to monitor and adjust as costs rise, etc. I can be your guide to assess your specific situation, help you put the right systems in place that will work for you, and right your financial ship. I can be that accountability partner to help you keep your financial ship on course to sail towards your financial goals. If you would like to discuss what coaching might look like for you, please reach out and schedule an introductory call. See the link in the description for this video. Thanks for joining me today, Bella. Okay, Bella looks like she's going into attack mode there. And thank you for watching. I hope you learned something that you can take action on today. If you like the content, please hit the red subscribe button and the thumbs up like button. If you know someone who could benefit from the content, please share. Take care.